Yesterday, after I uploaded my video on how to nuke raids, I saw so many of you guys put in the comment section how raids suck now, or they're just not as good as they used to be. It used to be a collective effort, and now it's just nuking and dealing the most amount of damage, and no one else is really participating in it. It's almost like, yeah, I mean, you can join me, but I'm already going to kill the boss by the time you get in it anyway, so what's the point? And it got me thinking. I play this game quite a bit and make, a few videos on it. Maybe they should redo the mode. Maybe they should change some stuff. Maybe they should completely revamp it or turn raids that we have now into a completely separate mode. Pretty much majority of players have this idea of raids is that it's a collective effort to take down a boss. I mean, that's what raids have always been in literally every other type of gacha game. And this is inherently where the issue lies. The fact that raids right now are so heavily catered to who can nuke the boss the fastest and who can deal the most damage, it hurts this overall sense of camaraderie, I guess you could say, that the community has when it comes to tackling raids. Because right now it's kind of like the PvP VE mode for Grand Summoners. Yeah, you're working together with other players, but it's really just what player can actually score the most points. So get rid of the point system, add HP gates, makes the bosses a lot more tankier, and then boom, you fix the issue. I still don't think that necessarily fixes it either, and just will wind up hurting the game mode entirely and make it to where no one will want to play it. I think the best solution here would be to actually break the game mode into two separate game modes. Hear me out. The raids, how we have it now, works. The reason why they've never changed the raids is because why fix something that isn't necessarily broken? And they could use the structure of raids as a base for another game mode. And this game mode that I'm thinking of would be something called like score attack maybe. In this game mode, you would go into a cross battle. I know you haven't heard that word in a very long time. But in this game mode, you would go into a cross battle with 8 units and you will try to take down a boss as fast as you can and deal as much damage to it. While maybe also utilizing characters that are bonus units or having to fulfill specific conditions like use characters that are only from the Knights of Blood saga or use only story characters, whatever the case may be, so you are able to accumulate as many points as you can. Do you have to use these bonus characters? Absolutely not. But if you do, you get a multiplier. This game mode would come out maybe once a month. Once every other month, it would drop equips like how the raids do now. But instead of having an item shop like raids does, maybe it would be all about mission rewards, trying to hit as many points as you can to collect all the various things you may get, like limit break stones, lucky gems, and crystals. And in this game mode, there will be a leaderboard that will show you who is dealing the most amount of damage and collect the most amount of points. And it will have ranking rewards in it. That's pretty much exactly what raids is now for Grand Summoners, but in a different game mode that I think would make a lot of people happy. Because one thing is that you don't want to get rid of raids how they are. Understand, there's a lot of players in Grand Summoners that are, kind of more of the casual, laid back type players, but there's a very small handful of people who are extremely competitive when it comes to the raids, and this is one of the best game modes for them because they're able to compete with their friends, they're able to have rivalries, and whatever else have you. So having the score attack mode would not only be better for these people's sanity, since the leaderboards would only show you who scored the most amount of points in a given run and not over time. If they wanted to make it last a bit longer, you just add defeat rewards to it and maybe even add like a total score bonus as well to it, but that scoring wouldn't be ranked. The only thing that would be ranked would be how much can you get in an individual run. But that's just one of the parts of my plan. The other part would be to completely revamp raids. Since we just made that into its own separate game mode, the new raid would be this. You click on the raid icon, you go into it, boom, there's a crazy like maybe opening animation or something, and then you see the boss that you have to fight. The boss that you are fighting, let's say, is Emmy in this situation, and you will see where it says challenge the raid boss. You'll have like 5 raid orbs or maybe even 3, and you'll see a global health bar on Emmy. You can click challenge, you can invite 12 other people to it, and let's say this boss has 300 million HP. You go into it and all 12 of you guys try to do your best to take down the boss. And if you guys take him down, congratulations, you were able to contribute 1 defeat to the global HP bar on the boss. Or if your party wasn't actually able to defeat the boss, then whatever y'all's damage was would contribute to the global HP bar still. And the way how you'd be rewarded is by how many defeats can the community accumulate in the time that the raid is here, how many points can you score in total individually, and how many defeats can you get individually in the raid. You would get rewarded for each one of those, and boom, there you go. There's the new game mode. You have raids, completely revamped. You now have score attack along with the mines, along with dungeon trials, and then that new hidden game mode that's coming out sometimes this year. And yeah, that's pretty much my 2 cents on it. If we were going to fix it and we were going to make it better in any way, shape, or form, that would be the way that I would personally think about it. The main issue here, though, is that more than likely they aren't going to fix raids. They're not going to revamp it or completely make new game modes because, for one, it costs resources, ladies and gentlemen. Not only does this thing cost resources, it would also be like, well, if it's not really that big of a deal, people are still playing raids how they currently are, why would we have to fix it? Why do we have to change it if it's still okay in its current state? You guys heard my 2 cents. I would love to hear y'all's thoughts down below in the comment section. Tell me down below what you're thinking, you know. How you feeling about this? You like the ideas that I was saying, or would you go something completely different, or whatever it may be? Let me know all that type of stuff down below in the comment section, and maybe, just maybe, there might be a change if we get this video going around the community enough, get everybody talking. Maybe it'll reach a developer and they'll be like, oh, I like the idea in this video, and then maybe they'll even read the comment section and see some of your guys' ideas and be like, oh, those are some good ideas too, and then kind of like, you know, compile them together and see what they can make out of it. Let's be honest, I strongly doubt this, but yeah, that's gonna be it though. Thank you all again for coming out. It's been your Royal P, and last but not least, you guys already know, don't forget to drink water.